Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this cafe ride with none other than Peter Sagan. Community, this is your floor. This is your ride. This is open to you, so feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Also, a note out there to the YouTubers. If you're watching this on YouTube with other social media questions as well, you can drop your questions in the chat there for the man that's on the screen with us right now, and we'll get to as many questions as we can through this ride. We've got just about 20 or 30 seconds to go. Peter's already said to me in pre-show that he's already warm. He's got a bit of a glow on, Peter.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm very looking forward for this ride. Then enjoy it and safety first.
Let's ride. So we're here in Hudariat. We're out on this ride with Peter Sagan this evening. Peter, welcome to your first cafe ride here on MyWhoosh.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I hope it's going to be fun.
These cafe rides are always fun, and you've got plenty of people joining us. I think we've got almost 200 people joining this ride today, and I know some of the community have already put questions in there. I think it's only right, Peter, that I give a bit of an intro, right? 7 green jerseys, 12 stage wins in the Tour de France, and a couple of iconic ones that stand out in my mind as well. So we'll ask you those. 4 stage wins in the Tour of Spain, the Vuelta a España, of course. Those 3 World Championships. We spoke about those World Championships, Peter, when we did that podcast in Abu Dhabi a few months back as well. So we may, I'm sure, get a few more questions about those. Of course, we've got to talk about the classics at some point as well. We've got Roubaix, Flanders, Ghent-Wevelgem, E3, Strade Bianche, of course. And you may remember as well, one of the famous victories that my colleague Matt Smithson at the MyWhoosh offices was that Amgen Tour of California, where you got that overall GC win. Is there one particular event that stands out for you? What is the one that's most memorable to you?
Well, I think definitely if we are talking about success and victory, that definitely are 3 World Championships. That's for sure. Also, European Championship and Tour de France, 7 green jerseys. That's something that I never going to forget.
Well, of course, you don't look like you're at home or in your normal studio right now. So I know right now you're doing a different kind of training that you would normally do. So everyone who's riding here with you, why don't you give us a bit of a background? What are you doing now? It's training of a different sort, I think, Peter.
Yeah, well, I just moved here in Bratislava because I started to train from January for the TV show Let's Dance. Then it was really like very difficult to find the dancing room in France and Monaco and stuff because all dancers are here in Slovakia. Then I just moved here in apartment and I'm staying in Bratislava for a while. And yeah, we have much more opportunities, more options to train. Also with different specialists for dancing. That's why I moved here for a few weeks.
Well, you've always been a bit of a showman on the bike, and now you're getting to be a showman off the bike as well. So it sounds like quite a fun opportunity that you've got right now.
Yeah, well, this opportunity they already asked me.
CS_Tricks rated with 5 viewers.
Some request already like 4 years ago, but definitely I did a good decision that I didn't come to dance during my career because it's taking really a lot of time, and you cannot manage the time if you are a professional cyclist. And
let's give a
after,
big
if
shout
you
out to CS
want to train for
_tricks.
dancing
Make
and
sure
to
to check them out at
make it looks good, it's taking a lot of time. Now I'm training like every day for
twitch.tv/cs_tricks.
5-6 hours. Then it's different, but yeah, to learn technique is also very difficult and boring. But after when we're training the dance with music and exact choreography what we have, that's pretty fun. And the most fun what I expect is gonna be after in the live show, and I'm looking forward for that.
Yeah, I guess that's going to be a different kind of pressure, right? When
definitely,
does this show?
Casey.
We're going to get onto cycling
That's
chat in a
why I
minute, but
couldn't miss this
I think it's
ride.
quite interesting what you're doing now. When does the show start? I, for one, want to see how
format
Peter Sagan moves.
It's
So
awesome.
it's in March sometime when the show starts,
I'm
right?
pretty sure it's Cy Bradley.
Yeah, the first live
Basically
streaming,
interviewing
first live
him
show is
live
gonna be in 2nd of
during the ride.
March. Gonna be in Sunday, and then every week is gonna be one live show. It's gonna be 10 shows.
It's about -5 outside.
And after
pretty close to 0 in the
yeah,
garage.
the some couples every week is going to go out. Like it's like eliminating competition. Like first round, nobody is getting out, but after first round, every week, some couple is gonna be bye-bye.
And we all know you're a competitive guy, so you're going to be
23.
equally as competitive on that dance floor as someone just said that when you're dancing on the pedals as well, right?
Well, yeah, but it's more also about to have fun, to join it, to enjoy and to learn maybe some new stuff, to live some different experience and maybe to see a little bit the background of television and stuff. Then definitely it's already now it's a good experience and I try to do my best. But really, how I said, it's also hard sport, or to be a great dancer is really a hard job.
Well, you've got plenty of training to do that. And someone's asked there already, I don't know how long you've been training for, but someone said, have you already got a favorite dance?
Oh,
That's what I don't get.
yeah, the people
So
can
it's
judge
basically
later on
leading
what
the
kind of
climb
dance I was the best.
Up, doing 2.5.
Then we will see.
Up the climb.
Yeah,
I
like
never
cha-cha and
adjusted.
jive, it's
And everyone flew past
more
me,
energetic, maybe. It's
doing
more
less
fun,
watts per
maybe.
kilo than me.
Like a little bit,
And now I'm
I
having
don't
to do
gonna say jumping, but
3.0
more freestyle or
downhill
relaxed. But for
to
sure,
catch
also
them.
in that one is a lot of rules. But the classic dance like waltz, that it's gonna be much harder to keep my body in position.
I'm sure that a lot of people joining this ride weren't expecting dance chat when they joined this ride today. But talking about life after the professional road peloton, we've already had a few questions about this as well in chat. We noticed that you're doing more mountain biking. Is this also something that is more enjoyable and more fun to you? Have you just felt that climb? Is that what that was? You're working hard.
Well, yeah, not really, because last year I tried to do more mountain biking and stuff, but after I had a heart issue, and after I just finished the season with some road races and some mountain bike race. After my last race was national championships in Slovakia on mountain bike.
Now it's getting warm.
And after that, I said it's better to focus for something different, something else. And now I still don't know, because I just jump into in different projects and stuff. I do like some rides with people. I just turned back 10 days ago from America. And we have a couple of rides. And I was also BMX freestyle and supercross on the moto. Then it's taking also a lot of time to travel and to be in different places. Then my life's changed by in good way that is more relaxed, but still I traveling a lot and I am pretty busy with logistics, you know, that I have to do.
We'll talk about those logistics and still being able to train. Of course, you're going to be in this hotel and doing this training for your dancing. So everyone can see, right? You're on the bike in your hotel room on the turbo trainer. So is this also part of your daily activities now as well? How often are you on the trainer currently?
Well,
trainer.
How I said, like I'm trying
with,
to be because
like a Dancing
also
with the
now in
Stars
Slovakia
show.
it's cold weather, and I'm spending a lot of time in the dancing room. And it's always good to be also on the home trainer that is much more comfortable now for me to get on early morning or late afternoon or in the evening. It's already dark outside. I'm spending, like maybe 4 or 5 days, 3 days. Yeah, depends how much I have to travel.
Well, of course, we've got some exciting news, I think, to share with the riders and the listeners and watchers towards the end of this ride as well. So listen out for that. Tim Tranter wants to know, he's in chat, he's riding with you now. What advice would you give to his 11-year-old son who wants to become a professional cyclist?
Oh, well, a commitment to do what he wants to do. And he's taking a lot of discipline too. And just follow your dream and try to do your best. And for sure, after hard work, also, I say in English, like the fruit is gonna come, or you know, some success. But first, everything is about hard job, hard work, and enjoy it. If you like it, that's the best thing what you can do if you are doing what you like to do.
We've got a similar question that's come in on YouTube, and this is from Roshan Raj, who's based in India. He rides Cat 6 here on MyWhoosh. He wants to know, how do you go about getting a pro contract, and how did that happen for you?
Well, it was also a long way to get in the pro, because I started with racing when I was 9 years old, and I'm very thankful to my family, father and brother, that the brother was first on the bike, and after 1 year I joined to our like city club for cycling. And well, father always supported us. He went almost for every race with us, for mountain biking, on the road bike. And after, when we were older, we went also in out of Slovakia, in Czech Republic, Poland, Austria, also with National Federation. And after, when I was junior, I was fourth in World Championships on the road, and I won mountain bike World Championships. And in cyclocross, I was second. And after, I started to have some offer to get tested maybe outside in some World Tour team. I had offer from Quickstep and also from Liquigas in that time. And they test me if I'm good or not. And they both decide, like, okay, you should try to ride one more year in under 23. But Liquigas took me under their under 23 team. And I was racing in some different races as the man elite category. And I've been in some races second, fourth. I won a few stages in Poland. And after that, when I won some races, Liquiga said, okay, next year you are coming to join the World Tour team. Then, yeah, when I was 20 years old, I started my first World Tour race in Australia.
Riding in MyWhoosh in a group like this is very surgy.
We've got a lot of questions coming through here, so we're just
surgy.
trying to keep up with some of these questions. Thank you, everyone. We've got a lot of questions about your, well, wanting advice and
right near the
training tips,
front.
Peter. So Eric Rinborg,
I
he's actually known
barely
as
eased up.
Golden here on MyWhoosh.
10 watts.
He wants to know what's your best
eased up,
training tip
and
to
the entire
increase
group
your FTP.
just plowed through
Ooh.
like I was standing still.
It's not that easy. It's, you can talk about that long time, but
And now I'm at the
for
back of
sure,
the
from
group.
start of the season,
I'm doing the same
you need
wattage.
to have a good base
I'm
of
now
hours
working my way
in your
through the
legs.
pack.
With, I mean, from October, November, it's just training hours in
See, I'm dropping
in
down to
low
like
heart rate,
150.
and
Barely pushing.
maybe from the middle of December
Barely
you
pushing,
start
and
to
I'm
train.
still rolling through.
From the start of December, depends how much base you have.
Like rolling
And
through
you
too
start
fast.
to do some intensity and a lot of work in the climb. And after, most important is also to start to race maybe earlier in January to get some
I
race
keep
kilometers.
leapfrogging
And,
them. I'm just trying to.
and
I
after
haven't done a
basically
lot
what
of
I
group
did
riding
always
in MyWhoosh.
when I started
mostly been
racing, that
solo.
it was race,
So I'm a little
rest,
inexperienced on the
some SFR
draft
training,
dynamics, but it's very strange.
and racing and resting and racing and
I mean,
resting.
there's a lot of
Then-
draft. I'm doing 140 watts.
Then I was
Staying
more
where I am in the
I was
pack.
more a rider about to getting in the shape with races. It's just training.
Okay, yeah, that's really interesting. So that actually links to another question that we've had in. This comes. Sorry, go ahead, Peter.
No, but also now generation change and the training methods and stuff. A lot of riders prefer to train home and go for races when they are ready. And that's how all the cycling also changed now, what I think. And a little bit different generation now in cycling that when I start to race, or when I
bad.
start to
Not
to
bad.
join
It's
World
a little
Tour team.
glitchy. Like the avatars move.
That leads on to two other questions
very
we've
quick.
had in
Like, it's not
actually. And
smooth.
we had a question in from
Like, I'll go
Michael
to
Kopiak
draft
as
and my
well.
guy will
And
just
he's
move over
one of the
3
riders
feet.
from Poland who's, I think, also
goes
in this group there, asking, what was your daily routine? You know, when you were at home in the winter training, prepare in the pre-season, did you have a daily routine? Would you get the sessions done in the morning? How did your day look in pre-season?
I can tell you how my day was looking when I was in the training camp, and after you try to applicate it also in the home. Then normally we wake up, we did some warm-up exercise, some coordination training, some core training before breakfast. And after the breakfast, we went directly for a ride, maybe 4 or 5 hours. And after, when we turned back from training, we had some protein, and after we eat some carbs. And after that, it's more about resting, to get massage.
See what happens is,
And
as after that surge
after
happens,
that, maybe some
the entire group just slows way down. And
stretching
now I'm
or some
moving
breathing,
through the group pretty quickly.
relaxation. And after is the end of the day. Then dinner, and we eat some proteins and carbs, obviously.
The draft is pretty hefty,
And
though. In
after
a
you
big
have the
group
next
like
day.
this, you're getting a lot of draft
We've got a
benefit.
lot of people commenting here on your style and your humor, and people wondering why you mentioned safety when you joined, but you're not wearing a helmet today, but you are wearing the sunglasses.
That was a joke, because it's pretty safe if you're pedaling in your home trainer.
I can guarantee you that there's some people in this room who have definitely fell off the home trainer whilst working out really hard, Peter.
Yeah, well, it's always possible. It's always possible to hurt yourself when you're doing some exercise.
Talking about your style and having fun and having that panache. Richie Sheeran said, is there anyone in the modern peloton, is there anyone in the peloton today that reminds you of your style, either as a rider or just your attitude towards racing?
I don't know, because I cannot compare anybody with me. So I'm not comparing me to everyone. But definitely Matthew Van Der Poel, he's doing great. He's doing even more than me.
This is just the normal
and Tadej Pogacar is also very good
in my
example
MyWhoosh.
that
And I think
people love him.
From riding in other apps,
I think these two guys
very hyper aware of your positioning in the pack.
You've mentioned a name there. You mentioned Tadej, and Alexis has asked then. We've obviously seen some pictures this week of Tadej on some cobbled ground.
Between 60th
he asked,
and
do you
90th
think that Tadej can win Paris-Roubaix?
And it concerned me the first couple times, and I kind of picked the pace up. And now that I've ignored it, this is just, I think, normal.
If you have a good day and good luck,
over 170 and
everyone can win it. You need to have a really good day and good luck. And everything is possible in Roubaix. Even if you flat tire 5 times, you can turn back and win the race. But also there, maybe cycling's changed a little bit and it's going to be more difficult. But for sure, with Tadej, you never know. He has no limitation on how we can see how he's racing.
We've got what I think is a linked question here. This is someone else on YouTube, Martin on YouTube, asking, what is your zone 2 power? Or maybe you want to say what your zone 2 power was when you were you're in the peak in the Pro Tour.
The answer is I really don't know. and not now, especially not now. What is my zone 2?
So I guess you're not really spending any time looking at any of the numbers and details. You're just out there enjoying the riding now.
For sure. This how can I enjoy the cycling now? It's to join ride with old friends, and to speak with them on the bike after we drink some coffee, and if they continue to train, I turn back.
See, now I've worked my way back.
It's not my priority right now.
I'm going to get to
spend 6 hours on the bike.
Moving backwards.
Then I'm trying to enjoy cycling
without touching the watts.
Why the bicycle first was built, because it's fun.
Yeah, that makes sense. We've got a lot of questions coming in about your training. So just let me know if we get too technical with these questions. But we've got AVP, who's also in the YouTube chat, asking that, do you do weight training, or were you doing weight training when you were racing as well? So, like squats and things like that, was that part of your routine?
Yeah, mostly during the winter. Yeah, I forgot to mention that during the winter time, I was spending a lot of time in gym, maybe 3 times per week. And lifting the weights. After during the season, less. But sometimes I went to the gym to lift the squat. Yeah.
So it's same question, a similar question, I guess. Jean-Pierre, also in YouTube, has said, do you think that weight training is more or less beneficial for mountain biking versus road, or is it equally as important for both disciplines?
What? I didn't understand.
So the weight training in the gym with weights and resistance, is it more important for mountain biking, or is it the same for mountain biking and road?
It's important for both, because you have on the mountain bike, even more you need the strength, to have good core and stability. And also riding, and technically you have to be good on mountain bike to really feel bicycle.
So you move up to 40th.
The strength you need for both, for mountain bike, road bike. You can see also mountain bikers, they are doing a lot of different stuff in the gym, and mostly also for acceleration and stuff. a lot of jumping, and for explosive power, you need that. There's a lot of exercise for that.
Okay, well, I want to come back to the rate.
I think also the thing is you don't have to lift like heavy weights, but it's most important, I think, to train efficiency of the movement and the power to transform your power the correct way into the pedals. You know.
Yeah, no, I think that makes a lot of sense as well. Just coming back to your racing days, Richie Sheeran said, is the one race in the calendar from the road point of view that you're going to miss, that you think, you know, you'd really like, not that you'd really like to do it again, but is there one particular race that you're like, yeah, I missed that throughout the season?
Well, now I can watch them in television, but I had my favorite race, and it was race like Tour Down Under, Argentina, and Tour of California, because that race was just for preparation, relaxed race, you know, no stress, and I really enjoy time to be there with the team and with the group of friends and riders, and it was a good race. But the race what I'm missing, for sure, I miss Milan San Remo. I didn't win.
Interesting. It's it's a favorite, and I know a certain Tadej has also highlighted that for this season as well. There's a really great question coming on YouTube actually from Sean. Thank you, Sean, for this question as well. It says, "Hi, Peter. In the future, are we going to see you on the staff of a world tour team?"
Well, you never know. For now, it's not my intention, but you never know. We will see what the opportunities and how the life is going. And never say never. Then we will see. Maybe one day.
Watch this space. We're getting close towards the end of this ride, Peter. How are you feeling? Are the legs holding up okay? Are the community pushing you hard?
I'm still waiting, you know, some people from the back that are doing easy ride, but I'm sweating. It's really hot here.
Well, we really appreciate you joining us here for this ride, Peter. And there is we do need to tell the community something, right? Because this is not the only Tuesday night that you're going to be here on MyWhoosh. Maybe you want to tell the community about what we've got planned in the future.
Yeah, for sure. This is just a first ride what we have together. And every Tuesday in the same hour, we are going to join this coffee ride with me for another 6 weeks. I'm really looking forward for that, guys. And I really appreciated you join me tonight. Yeah, depends where you are. And thank you very much.
Well, Peter, I think it's important to say that it's not just, I don't know if the team told you this, but it's not just a cafe ride for the next 6 Tuesdays.
Oh, well, we have the workout sessions for sure then.
Absolutely. I've seen the workout plan, so I don't know how much you've planned this or the team have planned this, but there's some really interesting workouts in the next 6 weeks.
Well, I have to talk like tonight, and I cannot push too much.
I'll let you into a little secret, Peter, that when I do these coaching sessions, I might just lower my FTP by slightly just so I can talk as the same time of doing a VO2 max effort. But you're probably a lot fitter than me, so you might be able to handle it.
Maybe 1 year ago, yes. Half a year ago.
One last question from the community. We are almost done. I appreciate everyone who's joining us today. Novak in the chat. Novak did ask a few questions, but this is the one that stood out to me, Novak, is who was your toughest competitor? Who would you consider to be the toughest competitor that you ever raced against in your career?
It was always depending from the stage.
Yeah.
And my competitors could be sprinters. It could be climbers. But
every Tuesday for the next 6 weeks, he's going to be leading the workout.
I remember it was one really hard Tour de France when I won green jersey for the first time. That we had a great battle with Matthew Goss. It was hard, but this was my first Tour de France that I had no pressure. But after I wanted to win it. It was good.
Well, I think everyone here has probably got a favorite win of Peter Sagan at some point. And I'm sure, Peter, there's going to be more stories when we get to these workouts in the next 6 weeks. There's going to be more stories from Peter Sagan and maybe some of the efforts and workouts and blocks that we're going to be doing in the next 6 weeks. I'm certainly going to be turning up for this. You can tell us when you utilized your zone 6 in which particular race, and we can all visualize that moment whilst we're training with Peter Sagan.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Yeah,
Peter, we're almost there. Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, sure.
Peter, we're almost there. We're into the last minute or two of this ride. I think everyone has enjoyed this ride. I can see a lot of comments in the chat there saying, thank you, Peter. What a legend, Peter. Lots more questions as well. Don't forget, if you do have more questions for Peter Sagan, bear in mind he will be training and working out with you for the next 6 weeks. Come and join Peter Sagan at the same hour every Tuesday for the next 6 weeks. Peter, you're going to be doing these workouts from the same room and same hotel, I guess?
I guess yes, but if it's gonna be some the plan change that I have to move from here. Definitely, I'm going to take my bike and home trainer, and I can join from wherever.
Peter, thank you for joining us on this ride, and we all wish you the best of luck in the dancing competition over the next 6 weeks. So we hope that you do these training sessions from that hotel room. That will be the sign that you're still in the competition. We look forward to seeing that. Thank you for joining us again. Again, don't forget, community, you can come and join Peter Sagan on these rides in this hour every Tuesday for the next 6 weeks. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. And see you next week.
Yeah, he is doing some sort of Dancing with the Stars in some country. Well, that was fun. I didn't want to talk because I just wanted to listen to what he was saying. Typically work from home on Tuesdays, so I am totally going to attempt to do these. Well, this is like actually something. Yes, I saw he had like an arrow on his head, so I rode beside him a bunch of times. But yeah, like compared to like a Zwift pro ride where it's just a dude, this is like a show. He's there, he's being interviewed, he's talking, you're just riding, listening to his stories. Like that half an hour went super fast. I kind of figured out the MyWhoosh, yeah, YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is what you want to do. Dude, all dressed is the best. That is like the go-to chip flavor in this house. Well, let's see who is on. Go raid Tim. Oh, I got to get back to work. Be careful, Frackberg. Those chips are now going to come with 25% extra cost.